This is a non-spoiler review for Roofman. It is the new Derek Cianfrance film starring Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, Lakeith Stanfield, Peter Dinklage, Ben Mendelsohn. There's a lot of peeps in this one. So going in and seeing this, I knew nothing about this movie. I would highly encourage people to not watch a trailer from what I hear. What I will tell you, people have been asking me, is this like kind of like a goofy rom-com? Not even in the slightest. This is a really good dramedy. And it's a fascinating true story. So this is my story with this one is Roofman. I'd kind of heard a little bit that Channing Tatum's doing this movie, he's promoting this movie. That's it. I don't really watch many trailers these days. If I don't have to, if I know I'm going to see the movie, I just kind of like go in and check it out. I know not everybody can do that because you want to know what you're spending your dollars on. Lucky enough, I get the press screenings. So I say, okay, I know I'm going to see this movie anyway. I'm going to go check it out. I go in, I fly blind. So even last night, I didn't even look anything on IMDb. I looked nothing about this movie. As I'm walking into the theater, I'm like, well, who directed it? And right before I walk into the theater, I see Derek Cianfrance from Blue Valentine, Place Beyond the Pines, which is probably my favorite movie of his before this one. I love Place Beyond the Pines. Love that movie. This movie is really solid. It is, you can tell if you're a fan of Derek Cianfrance, you can tell that he directed it in the way that he crafts stories, but it's a different type of movie. A lot of his movies, like especially, and even the other one that he did with Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender, I'm trying to remember the name of that one. The previous ones are pretty heavy. Blue Valentine in general, but what was it? The Light Between Oceans, pretty heavy. These movies. This one, some serious themes for sure, and emotional themes, but way more lighthearted than his previous stuff. So I wasn't sure going into this movie what to expect. I looked at said Derek Cianfrance is doing it. This is not going to be a romantic comedy. What is it? And being shocked again the second it starts is this is a true story. And the true story is fascinating. If you don't know it, again, I'm not going to give you spoilers in it, but I'll tell you that there's this guy who was in the military at one point. He comes back. He's with his daughter and his two sons who are younger, and he realizes he just can't provide for them. Again, the guy played by Channing Tatum. And he says, well, maybe I'll start doing something that I do know. I'm really good at detail. So what does he do? He starts ripping off McDonald's across where he is. He rips about quite a ton of them. And again, this is just the small portion of the story. Winds up going away and doing some time. It's how and what happens when he gets out that is the crazy part. There's just so much detail in this story that I don't want to give because I want you to kind of figure it out yourself. But Channing Tatum is basically put into this second life as he tries to escape his last one, is what I can say. There are definitely comedic elements to it, but it's not intended for a comedy. Someone said, is this kind of a romantic comedy or a comedy with dramatic elements? No, there's funny moments in it for sure. And even like when he robs one of the McDonald's up top, there's like Tony Revolori is in it, and you see him right away, and you're going, okay, wait a minute. Tony Revolori is in the, he's being funny. So is this a comedy? It's like, when he is being funny, he's being funny in a real situation, in the way that someone would be. Some of the characters, you got Peter Dinklage in there, Ben Mendelsohn. You have these characters in there that are real people, again, in funny circumstances. Channing Tatum's character in general, he walks in at one point, he's charming and he's cracking jokes and things, but it's not like, oh, this is just a joke to have a joke. This is what the character has been established to do. It's real. And it's the relationships that this guy forms, and you're rooting for him, even though most of the times you probably shouldn't be. When you look at the decisions that you really look and you say, okay, good people can make really bad decisions. Just because you make bad decisions, does that make sure you're a bad person? Certainly doesn't seem like it when you watch this movie. There are a lot of decisions made that you're going, oh man. Lakeith Stanfield also in this and plays Channing Tatum's friend, and he's Juno Temple also in the movie. I love Juno Temple, and she's the cast surrounding this. You can tell people just wanted to work with Derek Cianfrance, but it really is the journey of what Channing Tatum does for when he starts off, the journey he's on, the decisions he makes, where he has to go, how he escapes that, how he's able to then repurpose his entire life, and how he's able to maneuver the system. And I said it in my out of the theater reaction, it reminds me of Catch Me If You Can. Maybe not as elaborate, but certainly has those elements. And there are definitely comedic tones to this film, because there are things that are happening, whether it's in the store that he's in and the things that he's doing in it. And there are a couple of moments with him and Peter Dinklage that are funny, maybe in a scenario where like, yeah, if that happened, someone was telling you the story, you'd be like, that's ridiculous. They're even talking about it in a post-scene of something that happens, and they're laughing about it because the story is just so ridiculous when you hear it. So, yeah, I really liked this movie a lot. I was really engaged in it. Channing Tatum is excellent. His chemistry with Kirsten Dunst, she's super likable in the movie. She plays this mom that's working at this store. He's been paying attention to her, and finally, once he then, strikes up a relationship with her, and how it combines with his old life, how it now is forming this new one, how he's able, if he's able to escape it all. It really makes you, it makes you think as you're watching it, and you're going, because a lot of times I'm watching, I'm going, oh man, I hope that this doesn't happen, but I'm pretty sure it probably will, because it probably deserves for that to happen. And if that does happen, am I going to be upset? Would I be upset about that if I read that in the news? I don't know. But watching him and watching this story, and then they show like the true stuff that happens after the movie ends. It's truly fascinating. It's a fascinating true story, and I think that's one of the most intriguing elements. As I said in the beginning of this review, though, I think it's my favorite Derek Cianfrance movie so far. And I was definitely part of it maybe being unexpected. That's definitely true. I was not expecting this movie to really hit me the way that it did. It's like, it's got some nice emotional moments to it. It's the fact that he's a dad, really cares about his family, really cares about the people that he comes across. And that's the thing, is that Lakeith Stanfield even says it to him. He's really good at putting together plans and making these crimes and things happen, but he doesn't have the stone cold heart of a criminal. He's a good guy, and I love that aspect of it. I love that they found this story. I think that what they did in the way that they discovered this story and brought this story out was interesting. So I'm going to go pretty high with this. I'm going to go 4.3 out of 5 on Roofman. A pleasant surprise for me. Channing Tatum was excellent in this movie. He's excellent. And he was just, he uses that Channing Tatum charm and the stuff that he's done throughout his career, and he's able to combine that into this character. And the stuff with him and Kirsten Dunst is probably my favorite. Really, the romantic aspect of how they play this. It's pretty heartwarming, especially when you see everything that goes down. So I highly recommend it. I dug it. It's pretty high up on my list this year, surprisingly enough. So what do you think? Do you want to see it? Have you heard of it? Do you want to check it out? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. All right. Thanks for being here.